Hello and welcome to the Musical Instrument Investigator. Today we're on the website of Special Auction Services based in the UK, and we're going to have a look at this one item, this one guitar, which really kind of caught my attention. I was looking through the sale room auction portal the other day and I saw this with quite a high estimate, so I thought I'd have a look. So this guitar is a Martin guitar. It's a Martin D-28E Electro Acoustic guitar, which I think are quite rare. I've not actually seen one before. The first time I saw this, I thought this was like an aftermarket addition to a Martin guitar, but having looked it up, I think this was actually a model that they produced maybe in the late 50s or early 60s, where they were adding kind of, I think, Diamond pickups or something to it, maybe to compete with the electric guitars which are coming out. So really interesting model that I've never seen before, so that was curious for me anyway. So this particular guitar was supposedly owned by Tony Sheridan, who is an early collaborator with the Beatles, I think especially in Hamburg, and I believe he might have sung on one of the tracks as well that charted with the Beatles and did some recordings with them as the Beat Brothers. So there's definitely some interesting Beatles interest there. So this guitar, they're saying, is the estimate is £20,000 to £25,000. Buyer's premium is 24%. It's due to finish on the 25th of July. It's the 21st today, so a few days left to go. So I thought we'd just read a bit about this and then we'll have a look at the pictures. So, Martin guitar, Tony Sheridan, Beatles, an original Martin D-28E Electro Acoustic guitar, serial number 167874, with a production date of 15th of May 1959, there you go, so late 50s, with original guitar case stamped Star Club Hamburg. After careful perusal of the evidence set out below, we believe that this guitar was originally owned and played by Tony Sheridan when he was resident in Hamburg, recording and playing with the Beatles. The date of manufacture has been confirmed with the Customs Service Department of CF Martin & Co. They've got an email for that as well. And then online correspondence with Ted Kingsize Taylor, a contemporary of the early Beatles in Liverpool and Hamburg. There's a letter to the vendor included where he states the guitar was purchased by him from Tony Sheridan after being damaged and subsequently repaired. A photo is included of Taylor playing the guitar in the 60s and showing the repair by the toggle switch as with the guitar here. Photos are included of Tony Sheridan with the guitar and guitar case, which appears to be exactly the same as the one included here, from the Andy Babiuk book Beatles Gear in 2002. There's also a quote from Tony Sheridan himself: on stage with the Beatles nightly for long hours, guitars were passed around quite a bit. There would be little doubt from that quote that Tony Sheridan's Martin guitar would have been passed around and played by members of the Beatles during their time in Hamburg. Apart from the small repair by the toggle switch, the guitar is in very good visual condition. The case has had a couple of stickers added, but still clearly shows the Star Club prints and is very good condition. It's got an ivory declaration as well. So there you go. They're basically saying that this was owned by Tony Sheridan, would have been played with the Beatles, maybe done some kind of recordings or songwriting, and that the Beatles may have well actually played it themselves or members of the Beatles. So definite interesting Beatles interest there. So let's just blow up the pictures a bit and have a look what we have here. I think it's quite a nice looking instrument actually. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever seen this particular Martin model, so it's definitely a new one on me, so I think that's quite curious. Let's see what else. There's a close up there of the decal on the headstock. You can see it's got quite a bit of kind of cracking on the varnish, but obviously that makes sense given its age. So it's got a good kind of 60 plus years on it. Here's the damage by the toggle switch that you can see that's been repaired. That looks like potentially a new piece of wood that's been inlaid there. More kind of evidence of the cracking of the varnish. Nice image of the side. I mean, it does look like a quite nice instrument. Looks in good condition. Nice kind of woods there. Lovely kind of wood on the back. So really nice looking instrument there. Nice photos actually. They're quite good photography there. There's the case saying the Star Club. So a bit more of a detail there. So yeah, I think that's a really nice looking Martin guitar. Like I said, a model that I don't recall having seen before, so that was interesting to me. And like I say, if you like Tony Sheridan, if you like Martin guitars, you like the Beatles, then this might well be an instrument that you'd be interested in if you have 20 to 25,000 or a little bit more even. So I'll put a link in the description as always. Have a look at it, check it out yourself. If you've got any information on this, know anything about it, please let me know. I'll be interested to hear. So once again, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.